Hello, my name is Mike Zenker, and this is a really short tutorial on how to use Zoom for meetings or groups, or if you are a teacher or whatever, a presenter that needs to use PowerPoint or share screens or live stream to Facebook or YouTube. I'm going to hopefully cover all that today. Let's begin with the equipment that I'm using. If you don't have Zoom yet, download Zoom and download Zoom Meetings. It works on phones, tablets, and your computer, any browser. The equipment I'm using is a Logitech BRIO camera, a really nice 4K one, a Logitech 920, or 900, whatever, those 900 series ones are really good as well. I have a light on a stand. This is really important. Lighting to your face matters so much. So this little light, you can adjust the brightness, the color, the not necessarily color, to bright white or a soft white. I have this external soundboard. That's a USB. It's a Steinberg CI1. It's an interface, and it plugs directly in via USB. That's the power. And in it, I've got plugged in a cable, which is on a microphone to a condenser microphone. I'm going to pull this closer because this is what I'll be using, but this is probably one of the best ways to do recording for this kind of a thing. So that's what the equipment is. I will also leave notes, or I have a PDF available that I can make available for all the equipment, where to buy it and how much it is, so I think that'll be helpful. Zoom, once you download it, here's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to make sure your settings are okay. So this is kind of what it'll look like. I made a previous video, but now they've done some updates, really important ones, security updates. So you want to check your settings. So if you're new to Zoom, go up to this top corner here, and you're going to click on this little circle thingy, and in here you have a huge list of general settings. You can look through that and you can figure out what you need. Do it on your time. For video, when you click on video, oh, there I am. It tells you your options for which camera you want. So there's a pull down camera. If you don't see yourself, go find the camera you want to use. So it matters what kind of camera you have. Now, if I use my webcam, it's going to be grainy. You can see the big difference in the grain, okay? So that's the difference between the two cameras. So back to my really nice one. So that's the Logitech BRIO. Then to audio, I want to make sure my audio works. So there's two things to test. Your speaker, listen to this. You can hear it, good. So my speaker works fine. I can choose which speaker I want. Then I can test my microphone, and you can see here it's bouncing like crazy. So I can go this really cool microphone that I've shown you, which is what the Steinberg is, or my Logitech has a half decent microphone in it as well. You can use that microphone, but definitely the better one's the Steinberg. And you just kind of go through there. That's kind of what it looks like. Share screen controls. Anyway, you got lots of options here. You got chat options, virtual background options. I'll explain all that later. Those are the two most important ones. Later, and I'm going to show you this right away, because if you want to find out how to send this to, actually I'll show you later. Send it to YouTube or to Facebook. This will be a good help as well. So let's close out these primary settings. So the next thing you want to do is start a meeting. So if you want to just have a normal meeting, invite somebody to it. I'll show you the step-by-step things you got to do. We'll talk about scheduling first. We'll go around this. First, we'll start a new meeting. So I started it. Now my camera's on. It's recording me. I'm showing you the screen that's here. And there's a couple of things going on the screen. Down here, you will see you can mute yourself while you're in a meeting, or you can stop your camera, and then it just goes to your default picture. So we're going to leave those on, but you also have the up arrows. You can, while you're sharing or while you're in a meeting, you can change your microphone to whatever else you need to. You can also change your camera. In here, you also have your virtual background options. This is funky. So here's what happens with virtual backgrounds. So I can choose a different background. Let's say I don't want you to see the mess behind me. So then I'll just go like this. Now I look like I'm in space. Or if I choose this one, here I'm at the ocean, or a beautiful lake. That's kind of what the virtual background is. They even have moving ones. Oh, if I want to be a president and correct anything that they say wrong, there you go. You become president, you have a background of that, whatever. Tons of really cool backgrounds, okay? So I don't want any right now. So let's get out of there. That's what the virtual background is. Let's close this out. So right now, if you are wanting to invite somebody in, here's how you do it. You've started your meeting, and you go down to participants. Okay, so this is a new change. The new update has that security symbol there. If you don't have that security symbol, you don't have the updated version. Go to updates and get the updated one. Because now you go into participants, and you'll see the sidebar come up over here. All right, so there'll be an invite, mute all. So if you're in a meeting and you want everybody to be quiet, click mute all. Or if somebody's got a dog barking in the background, you can mute the individual, or you can mute everybody. So that's kind of nice. So I'm going to click on invite. Watch what happens when I click invite. Suddenly up comes a pop-up. So excuse me, I've got a few people here who I already have in my group. So basically, if I'm friends with somebody on Facebook and I want them to join my meeting, all I got to do is copy URL. Now it's copied. Then I go over to Facebook and I just punch it in and paste it to them in a message, or email that link to the person. So that's kind of cool. All right. So that's it. Or you can email them. So you can add somebody by email. That works as well. If you copy the invitation, it gives a long list of stuff, but you'll figure that out when you play with it. I'm just trying to give you a fast tutorial to see how this works. And we should take a look at meeting settings, because there's a couple things you need to know about that, but we'll get to that later. Let's see here. So next thing would be share screen. So if I do a lot of speaking, and so I share PowerPoint stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do a share screen. So I click share screen. Suddenly I've got some windows open. I have a video that I want to share later. I have a document this is the one that has all the links to the equipment I'm using. And this is the PowerPoint that I want to use. And this is I forget what that is, but that's okay. Well, that could be my email. But either way, those are the things that are shareable right now. So if I click on, let's say, video, if I want to share a video with you in the screen, there's something really important you got to see. Look down here. There's a button here, or a square called Share Computer Sound. This is important. If you don't click it, they're not going to hear the video. They're only going to hear it through your speakers into your microphone, not directly through your system. So this allows it to happen through the system. So I'm going to click this. I do that, and now I'm sharing the screen. I'm going to hit play, and now your people are watching this. I'm going to turn the volume down. So this is a video that's playing, and whoever's in the group gets to see it. You can see me up in the top corner. You can see what's going on there. I'm going to enlarge this. All right, we're going to make it larger like that. And I'm going to do something fun. While this is still sharing, I can actually record. Where's more? So I can click on record to this computer, and now it's recording. So that's what's going on. So this is happening now with sharing a video. So I want to stop the share. And now I want to actually go to share my PowerPoint, because I'm now moving on to the next thing. So, So I'm going to click share screen. The PowerPoint's open. Share. Now it's only the PowerPoint that's in the video. So again, this is recording, so we'll see later what it looks like. There's another way to do this. I'm going to stop share. And again, this is being recorded in Zoom. So Zoom is recording this to my computer hard drive. So I'm going to go to my PowerPoint. This is going to be important. Watch this carefully. I'm going to go down here to this thingy called Start Slideshow from this spot. So I'm going to click this, and boom, the slideshow is happening over there. That's full screen. I'm going to shrink this because I don't want to use that right now. I'm going to go to share screen. This is really important. Share screen. I am going to that PowerPoint. Watch this. So now my PowerPoint is being shared, not the video. So I'm going to stop this video. But right now, we're seeing the video, but my guests in the Zoom meeting see me in the corner, and they see my PowerPoint. And I'll prove that in just a second. So we're going to hit stop share, and I'm going to hit stop recording down here. And to end the meeting, when I'm all done, I just go like this, end meeting, and watch what happens. As soon as I end it, it asks you, end meeting for all? Yes. And then it's going to render. Watch this. It's now going to take what I just showed you, and you're going to see it in video. So let's just wait for a moment while this renders, and I'm going to play the video for you so you can see what it is doing. It's important to see it yourself because otherwise it's hard to believe. All right, almost done. Something else I'm going to show you is once you have your settings in your, if you have an account set up, you need to have an account in order to stream it to Facebook or YouTube. Okay, here's the video. All right, so here we go. It's going to open up. Uh-oh, here we go. So now it's playing the video. Here it is. This is exactly the video. All right, did you see me in the top corner? Now we're going to swap. I'm going to fast forward a bit here. There we go. There's me in the top corner with that one PowerPoint. Now I'm going to fast forward. And this, I was showing you now how to set up your PowerPoint. Watch this. And now we're going to share screen. Going forward, you should be able to see it. Here it goes. See? So that's what your guests will see in the meeting. The full PowerPoint slide, and the speaker will be up in the top corner. That's you. All right? So that's kind of what that looks like. So let's get out of there. I'm going to go over here, escape out of the PowerPoint being shown. Now I want to show you a setting that's really important. So when you go to settings, it brings you to your Zoom account online. So here's your Zoom, here's my account. Now you need to scroll right down to the bottom, okay? It's way down. Don't get dizzy from watching, but way down at the bottom. Here it is. What? Look at that. You need to click allow live streaming meetings, okay? And what that will do, you can stream it to Facebook, Workplace by Facebook, or YouTube, or a custom streaming service, which is something I use. I use Restream. And so you need to click those. If you don't click them, you're not going to see this next option. So watch this. When I click new meeting, all right, now I want to click down. If you don't have those boxes checked, you're not going to see these options. Now I can click go live to Facebook, and watch this. It's going to go over to Facebook. It's going to ask me, where do you want it to go? Do you want to share in your timeline? I say yes, but I'm not going to do that. So you just follow those steps. Okay. So that's what the sharing it is, how sharing works. It's very simple. Next thing, let me end the meeting. And I want to show you some settings for your meetings. This is going to be important. So when you're in a meeting, general, chat, share screen, hang on, schedule meeting. I'm going to click schedule meeting. So let's say I want to do a meeting for right now. I choose the date, how long it's going to be. Automatically by default they will say require meeting password. I delete that for my private groups or small groups that I know there's not going to be many people there. Do not post your direct link online anywhere, on Facebook, on Twitter, Twitch, you name it. Nothing. Do not do that. That's one of the security problems. So I've also said video on, and participants will be on, audio will be on. I've also, I forget where it is right now, I haven't got time to show you, but you can enable for folks to join into the meeting before the meeting, or you can click enable waiting room. So people have to wait in a waiting room until you let them into the meeting. And the only way to see if they're there wanting to get in is that participants thing I'll show you in just a second. So that's how that works for scheduling a meeting. You can also, it will be turned off by default, to not allow anyone to share a screen. You're the only one as a host that should be able to share a screen. Well, let's cancel all that. Let's go back into new meeting. And again, let's go into participants. So I have the choice of hosts, a host up here. So it's from here, when your guests come in, all their names will come in. And I've set it so they're muted when they come in. They can't speak. I have to manually unmute each person. So then I see them there, I click unmute, and boom, up comes all these squares of people in a meeting. I think that's it for now. If I think of something else, I will quickly do a top-up video and add it to this one. But this is the quick rundown of how to do a Zoom meeting, share a PowerPoint, invite people. I hope that's helpful. I hope I covered as much as I could in a short amount of time. That's it for now.